Mr. Krishnarao, something around the brand managers that may be working around in your team, and you've come across in contact with so many brand managers. How has the role of a brand manager changed in the new age of marketing?
Yeah, I think so. It's becoming extremely challenging. So I remember when I was a product manager or a brand manager. So my job was relatively very easy because there was, I would say, there were only barely two or three channels. Okay, so I'm talking about the media landscape. So it was very easy. So to advertise on Doordarshan, on DD Metro, on maybe Sony and Z. That's about it, and maybe a Star.
Uh,
But
True.
today, with more than like 1,000, 1,200 channels, it becomes extremely challenging to plan media.
Mhm.
So that is one
Yes.
aspect of it, first of all, because media has become extremely fragmented. Okay,
Mhm.
and the landscape is rapidly changing. Every 2 3 years, there is a rapid change, and we have
Mhm.
seen key events like demonetization, GST, and now COVID. So these are
Mhm.
three key events which has brought in, and one more event, the launch of 4G and now 5G. So
Fine.
these are the events which have brought in extreme changes in the landscape of consumer market, I would say,
Mhm.
and in the lives of consumers, in the lives of you and me, people like you and me.
Mhm.
So what has happened is the task for a brand manager
Mhm.
initially was again very easy to get a
Yeah.
brand name to launch, but now
Mhm.
there are more and more and more brands getting launched every day. Every other day
True.
there are several new brands that are getting launched. So which means the consumers are bombarded with so much of information in the mind, so it becomes extremely critical to
Mhm.
retain which brand was launched, what was the flavor, what was the name, what was the product, etc., etc. And
Mhm.
that's one. So, from a trade perspective, to build distribution channel is also becoming that much more difficult. Say, from a
Mhm.
trade perspective, the retailer gets bombarded. So he says, "How many brands are you launching every day, morning, evening?" Some salesman comes and he says, मेरा ये माल ले लो, वो माल ले लो, अभी ये नया लॉन्च किया, वो नया लॉन्च किया. He says, "You
Yeah.
companies are launching left, right, and center. I don't have space. मेरा जगह तो उतना ही है." So that is becoming extremely challenging for a brand manager today to handle all of that. So to get a mind space in the consumer, I think the most critical job on hand for a brand manager is to get a mind space in the consumer's mind. I think
True.
with the increasing clutter, it's becoming that much more challenging. Also, the
Mhm.
media landscape is changing rapidly now from television. So earlier we had print, and then when television came, everyone said the print is going to die, but print is
Mhm.
still alive, live, and kicking and
Yeah.
thriving. Then radio was reborn with FM, and now radio is as a medium is also doing quite well. And
Yeah.
out of home is yet another medium, and now television. Now we are talking about digital and OTT as a new medium. So video on demand. So there was a time when actually we would actually rush to say कि अरे 9 बजे मेरे को एक शो देखना है. We would leave everything and go and watch that show. But today, I don't need to do. I can actually watch it at my leisure, maybe night 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, on a weekend or so. Whatever content I want, I can watch it at my convenience, at my, I need not have any appointment viewing. And today, say pandemic, so a lot of things have changed with, like I said, with the advent of GST. So GST has brought in a lot of things into legality. So that has eased out better, and that's made it a level playing field. There were a lot of brands, a lot of players which were evading VAT pre GST
Okay.
term. There was VAT,
Mhm.
so they were
Yes.
evading, so they were able to give better prices. But with
Yeah.
GST, things have evened out, so it gives a better
Okay.
advantage. Then demonetization happened, so that also ensures that there is a relatively low cash transactions, with government focusing and promoting UPI and 4G, all this, and now 5G. The digital transactions have shot up pre-COVID, and post-COVID they have skyrocketed to a different level altogether. That's how things have changed in a big way. And importantly, what we have noticed is because of these changes, Again, consumerism is also changing, and now suddenly post COVID, we've seen consumer habits change from
Hmm.
offline to a lot more online.
Online.
So
Yeah.
groceries, a lot of groceries, a lot of stuff, electronics, or across categories, be it footwear, be it apparel, or whatever, is being ordered online. So because consumer is
Yes.
seeking a lot of convenience, they, because everyone has got a limited time, and that time they want to spend quality time with things that they love, instead of saying, I want to go shopping, I want to get vegetables, I want to buy groceries and spend 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. They don't want to spend time on that. They say, okay,
Hmm.
now I can press of a button, I can actually order this, and I can save this 2 3 hours, and I can do something creative, something productive during that time. So e-commerce is become a new trend, and that's again changing. So digital advertising, so OTT, is become a new thing. Connected TV is something that is again a part of the changing media landscape. So in all these ways, the life or the task for a brand manager has
Has
become
become much
extremely challenging, and I'm
true.
sure it is going to get a lot more complex and a lot more challenging and difficult as we
Yeah.
progress in the coming years.